Hey guys, hey, welcome. This is Rubber Gene here in the great state of Oklahoma, and that here, the crazy thing. I do been doing sessions. We've been doing these tapalogues every week, every Tuesday, Thursday at 6 o'clock Central Time, and also on Thursdays at 12. And you talk about some big changes. I just finished one just a few minutes ago, and we're talking about traumas, unwanted changes, unwanted events that impact our life. So we're working with Stuart. Now, Stuart, here it is. Him and his wife, they were drinking, or I don't know, they was at a club. I don't know if they were drinking or not. And then they went to get a flight. And of course, it was a two-man flight. So Stuart went up, and then his wife said she wanted to go. And so he convinced her to go. And it was at night, and she walked around, and the airplane propeller hit her, chopped her hand, and bruised and not messed up her leg. So here it is. This has been 1984, and this is 2022. So here it is. Stuart, as he started talking about this story, it had such an emotion. It seemed to be real. He was right there, as if he was re-experiencing this whole thing again. Now, here's a bizarre thing, and most people don't really realize the importance of how the mind actually does work. The mind actually, what it does, we have an operating system called the limbic system, which captures everything, organize it all across the cortices. And then when I say, think of a dog, boom, your brain pops in a dog. Now, if it's a good dog, you feel good. If it's a bad dog, you feel bad. This is an operating system. So even though it happened, 37 years ago, approximately, he went right there into his stuff. So within, I think it probably was 25 minutes, we cleaned this memory up to where it says, well, you know what, it's over. I got a beautiful wife. We have a good relationship. And, one of those happy moments was a song called Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity Day, and all of a sudden you start smiling. But understanding the neuroplasticity of the mind and creating life changes, this is what we're doing. And so within 25 minutes, a memory that has impacted his whole life, his whole life, at least 37 years worth. And we made peace with it. That means it doesn't affect him. He know what happened, but he can't feel it. It doesn't feel real. And he goes right to his beautiful wife, and they have a great experience. So this is how the brain works. And, every time I do session, I've been doing sessions since 99, tapping sessions. But, I started out with EFT, and then I graduated and created my own system, which is about neuroplasticity, how the brain works, and how to create changes. And so, guys, if you have a question you'd like to have answered, just feel free to go ahead and type it in there, and I'll answer it. And so, here it is. Been doing this for a long time and just trying to figure out why we have problems. What's the cause of all problems? That's one of the things that I was asking. Why do we have problems? What's the cause of all problems? And of course, there's a lot of philosophies and mindsets, and different groups say why we have problems. And of course, the EFT model, which I don't use EFT, I use eutaptics, FasterEFT, which is a thinking system and a neuroplasticity system that actually updates memories. EFT is a blocked energy system. That's not mine. It's not blocked energy. With the understanding of the mind and the NLP understandings, which is mental mechanics, we discover that you're really successfully creating these problems based on what your limbic system recorded and stored within yourself. And so now when you think of whatever it is you think of, or you remember whatever you remember that's not so good, you go into what we call an autonomic trance. It means you're going there and you're feeling as if it's real right now. And so what we're doing is updating memories, updating yourself. And sometimes you'll have an experience, and from that point forward, your view about the world has shifted and changed. And so what we want to do is shift back and create something better. And of course, we've got a lot of weird stuff going on in our world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of weird stuff. We got the economy, we had all this COVID stuff, a lot of unwanted changes. And so what I'm doing this weekend, this Sunday, we're doing a 3-hour tap along or education and help creating changes in people's lives. And you can come, you watch the videos, you know how good they are. You get some changes with it. You use it on a daily basis, I hope, and start working on yourself, improving the quality of your life. But being tapped on, you may want to be tapped on. You may have a memory or something you'd like to clean up and change. I'm here for you. We've been doing this for a long time, and your life can be upgraded. And we got so many exciting things. One thing I think is amazing is we're doing live seminars in Oklahoma. We got a Heal Your Body coming up. We've got a level 2 coming up, level 2, eutaptics FasterEFT, showing you how to work on other people and the deeper parts of the mind, which is the limbic operating system. So these are some really nice things that people now can do. And I really miss my live seminars. I really miss them. And I guess you kind of see I'm kind of, my life has changed in so many positive ways. If I sold my home in Yukon, Oklahoma, I bought 160 acres here, and this is my new office. So we sold my old office in Oklahoma City, and so now we've got some amazing good things. We also built our 4th pond. One of them is a lake. It's probably about 7 to 10 acres, and soon we'll be putting fish in it. But the most important thing is for you and me to continue healing ourselves, adjusting what is inside of ourselves, making peace with our past, making peace with what we do inside of ourselves. There was a woman, she saw a water bug back December. This is already July. She hadn't seen them since, but she sees them all the time in her mind. So in her mind, she has all these water bugs. It scares her, and she's always looking around for the water bugs, but they're in her mind. And by the way, water bugs don't do anything. They just look at you or run away from you. But again, it becomes a metaphoric expression of her world and her past. And so what we're doing now is we're cleaning up your fears and phobias, cleaning up your traumas. Like this last week, I had a young man who's 17 years old, playing football, and he's depressed. And come to find out, his best friend died of meningitis, who was also there, always with the sports. He was his best friend in sports. And so when he goes to sports, he's feeling really down, and he feels sad, and he just has no gumption to go after it. And so, his dad had met another guy, a buddy of his, who came to see me. He was an insurance salesman. And so he's at the low man on the totem pole in the insurance company. And so he came to see me, and I started cleaning up. Well, it happened to be what we call unwanted changes in his past, and he kept keeping himself small. And so in my office, I cleaned it up. It took 1 2-hour session. And in my office, we cleaned it up, and he's an insurance salesman. So what it is, I cleaned up, and then in his mind, we're doing the big sales, like really phenomenal sales. And when he left the office, boom, he feels good. And then 6 months later, within 6 months, he's a top salesman in the top group. So this works on just about everything possible, because again, remember, it is your problems are generated and created from your memories and how you process information and from your mind. So knowing how to drive yourself from within yourself, how to adjust yourself from within yourself, how to make peace with your enemies, whoever your enemies are, you make peace with you. Just remember, one of the most profound thoughts that are concepts that I have understood and made available is this one simple concept. Inside your mind, every person in your memory is yourself now. I mean, this is not that big. I mean, your parents can't fit in there. It's only, it's probably I got a 7 1/4 inch circumference around my head. So it's not that big. My son's bigger, he's got like 7 1/2. But it is the data inside your mind. It's your memories that causes our problems. So when you capture something, your brain organizes it, and then you start to use it as if it's real. The most important thing you have to understand, the past is over and doesn't exist. Right now is real, and we can actually have a bad right now by using our past and producing it and feeling it right now, because we're automatic trance monkeys. We just respond and not even know it. We create and not even know it. So understanding it, every person inside your memory in your head is yourself. So what we do is we create an entity called dad or mom, or we create and we play movies inside of our head just to make us feel bad. And the reason why it does that, the limbic system is trying to keep us safe. So it keeps recycling our past. And have you ever noticed this? Everywhere you go, your problem's right there. You feel the same thing. You think people think the same thing. You feel like you're alone. You feel like you're the black sheep of the family and all these different things because you're generating it from within you. So, what we want to do is clean up your mind, clean up your memories, make peace with your mom. So, if you go in your mind and you change the angry mother or the angry husband or the ex-husband or the trauma, what happens is you don't fix them, you don't change them, you change you. Because remember, your brain is what I call the first recycling system in the world. It recycles your feelings, your emotions over and over again, and you replicate, you replicate, you replicate. Yeah. So anyway, so that's how the brain works. And so what we want to do is figure out how to drive our own mind. If you change your memories of the past, it doesn't change the past. It only changes what your brain gives back to you. So let me kind of read what we got here. I personally reversed my diabetic leg neuropathy and calloused heels. I was told it could never be healed without with 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 FasterEFT. So that's true. Here he is. He got rid of his neuropathy, callous heels, and did it with FasterEFT, eutaptics FasterEFT. So it works in my. By the way, I've seen some amazing things that you would never believe to be true. If I didn't have video proof and I showed it to you, you wouldn't believe it. And the reason why it's not tapping, most people think it's tapping. It is not tapping. It's updating memories is the key. Memories, now there's 5 types: visual, auditory, kinesthetic, taste, and smell. You change all aspects of the memories and the vast array of how we represent it, you'll change your whole life. And that means you can knock strokes off your golf game. There are people, and you can go on this channel, type in Hashimoto's disease, or you type in lupus, blood tested lupus there, blood test is gone. You look at fibromyalgia, ME, back pain, you name it. This works on just about everything because it works on one major component, and that's memory. And mind recycles. So anyway, so it's an amazing system. And by the way, guys, my trainings are bigger than what you find here on YouTube, much bigger. I mean, I do a lot of training and there's a lot of stuff. I do a lot of tidbits all the way through, just enough to be dangerous for some of you, but it can make a bigger change in your life. As I say, it's important to talk to our parents too. It was a memory that when I was in NICU, nurses poked my heels every day and they were black and blue to check my glucose levels, and my brain was overprotective. Exactly. Again, remember, all pains, all traumas are trying to keep you in the loop of it, but also keeping you safe. And once you change the memories, you change your life, you change what your brain will recycle on you. Anyway, so I want to invite you guys, find yourself coming this Sunday. It's Oklahoma time. I've already put a link in the description. Come and join us and get tapped on or ask your questions you always wanted. And also, we do have a Heal Your Body course coming up in Oklahoma, live, real physical one. And those of you who would like to figure out how to update yourself and change your body and change your life, come join us. It's about time. I don't know about you. I'm tired of staying at home. So learn to love yourself, like yourself from within yourself, because what you do here, up here, you do to other people. So be nice. We'll talk to you later. Peace. Come join us.